WNEW, where rock lives. 2 for Tuesday, 2 from David Bowie, Moon Age Daydream from Ziggy Stardust, Space Oddity before that, and we heard a couple from Eric Clapton, Mainline Florida, and Bad Love from Journeyman. Good afternoon, it's Opie and Anthony.
Yeah, hello.
I got to start the show by saying, how long does it take to repair a pothole in this city of ours?
I don't even want to hear it. I was there. You were talking about the pothole on the LIE. Yeah, well, by the Grand Central. Well,
I was listening to Winds just before we started the show today to get some traffic and last-minute news, and they're still working on the pothole. Now, when I tuned in at 11 o'clock this morning, they started working on the pothole. How long does it take?
I don't know. I was driving in, and in the middle lane of the LIE, there is a hole that's about 3 feet wide, a couple of feet deep.
Right.
But it's a hole. They got the traffic trucks out there, 4 guys, a traffic jam backed up miles, and one guy is slowly shoveling tar into this. And this, I heard on the news, is 2 hours into them starting. So 2 hours later, they have a hole half full of tar, traffic just backed up for miles,
right?
And 3 other guys were standing there.
Are they at least taking turns with the shovel?
I only saw the one guy.
One guy.
This is something, filling a hole. It's a hole. You learn this in elementary school, in the playground.
Yes.
How to fill a hole. It's not a technical thing.
Right.
You take the material you're going to fill the hole with. Stick with me here. This is where it gets complicated. You grab a shovel. You take a few shovelfuls and throw it in the hole. Pat it down. Repeat. Until the material is higher than was the hole. Is that too much? 3-4 hours later, traffic is still backed up.
So how much longer did it take you to get in today?
I don't know. Quite a while.
Another hour, maybe?
Yeah, probably it tags on another hour. How much wasted money is that? How much wasted work time? Wasted gas?
Yeah.
You know what I think? And I don't care what you say, because if you're a road worker, Department of Public Works, whatever, and you're doing your job, then this goes right by you. I'm not even talking about you. You are a stellar citizen in our society. You're working hard. But if you're taking 4 hours to fill a hole, here's my idea. Every motorist has a 4-foot-long cattle prod. When the traffic jam slowly goes by the cars, you have the right to just zap the crap out of whoever is standing by that hole.
To wake them up so they'll work faster.
They'll want the traffic going by a little quicker if you're jolting them with a cattle prod. That's my idea. I don't know if you agree. Now, I don't want to hear you.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it, because I'm not talking about the people doing their job.
Right.
Okay?
Anthony bitching again. I like this. This is how we start the show every day.
It's just one long bitch session, isn't it?
I think a lot of people could relate to you, though, today.
It's life. I was sitting there. I saw the looks on other people's faces as they passed by. They weren't smiling, throwing flowers at the guy with the shovel.
And when you're in a traffic jam that when it's backed up that far, when you get to the site, you're praying for carnage.
Yeah.
Praying. You know, like, I've been in this traffic jam for an hour and a half. There better be blood and guts right on the highway.
Someone better be dead.
Someone better be dead. But when you get there and you find it's a pothole that they're filling in, you get really...
A pothole. 4 hours. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. 2 hours. 2 hours.
2 hours to fill a pothole.
Give them time. Maybe they had a mix-up. I don't know. Maybe it took an hour just to figure out which end of the shovel you used. I don't care. I'm giving them 2 hours.
2 hours.
But 4 hours?
Maybe we should call the mayor.
I think we had enough trouble with the mayor.
Oh, well, it would be a good idea, though.
He's much too busy getting fireworks off the street.
Right.
But the roads are secondary.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you want to do today? Give us a call. 212-957. WNEW, that's the fax line, actually, and the phone line, 212-757-1027. Coming back with some twofers from Queen and Pearl Jam next. Stay there. 1027 WNEW, the Rock of New York. 2 for Tuesday. Common denominator there, Eddie Vedder, Temple of the Dog, Hunger Strike, and Pearl Jam Alive. It's Opie and Anthony, and you stirred them up today. The phones are going crazy about that pothole on the Long Island Expressway. You were stuck in traffic for an extra hour today because they had to fill in that pothole.
Happens all the time, man. You know, you're trying to get in wherever you're going, and road work is happening. In this case, it was a pothole, like 3 feet wide, a few inches deep, and it took them 4 hours to fill this thing. And I just think that's ridiculous. There's no excuse for 4 hours.
Well, it's the city workers, right? They were on the job, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's some good ones, and whatever good city workers are out there that can fix the roads, this isn't directed towards you.
Right.
It's directed to people that take 4 hours to fill a pothole.
Well, we got a private contractor on the line. What do you got, Mark?
I'm in the pavers union, private.
All right.
It's local 1018. It's New York City.
Right.
And it's separate from the city.
Okay.
Those guys are a nightmare.
Even you agree, right?
Oh, I gotta agree, because, you know, if you drive on a Cross Island Parkway at all,
Yeah.
they had paved that about 2 years ago.
Yeah, it used to be a mess.
Oh, it still is.
How drunk? Wait, before you move on. How drunk were the workers when they repaved that road? It's a bunch of bumps.
It was at night. They must have been drunk. Yeah, when you're driving in that left lane, all you're doing is hitting catch basins on the side.
Oh, man.
Oh, they made it worse.
Those will throw you right into the guardrail.
But if we did that as private workers for the contract with the city, we would never get paid for that job.
Right.
But the city has no inspectors on the job. Who are they inspecting? Themselves?
So how long do you think a pothole should take to fill?
That little pothole that they did, if they were out there more than 15 minutes, they were doing nothing.
15 minutes? It took them 4 hours.
A 3x3 pothole, 6 inches deep. Come on, give me a break. They were doing nothing. I'm home now. I'm just pulling in my driveway, so I just wanted to get that off my chest.
Hey, have a good night.
Take care.
And there he goes.
He says 15 minutes it should take. It tied up a major artery for 4 hours. That is my point.
I love this city. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives on 2 for Tuesday. Queen, another one bites the dust, and Fat Bottom Girls. Good afternoon, it's Opie and Anthony. Thanks for checking us out once again today.
Yeah.
It was quite a freak show on the way in today.
What do you mean?
That's why I love to walk to NEW, because you never know what you're going to see on the streets of New York.
Out on the streets, what'd you say?
Well, on 65th, I saw this lady completely passed out in front of someone's stoop with her shoes off.
Oh, relaxing.
Relaxing.
All right.
I wish I could nap in the middle of the day like that, openly on the streets.
Some people can.
And then, Central Park.
Yeah.
Right outside Central Park, there's a homeless guy in his underwear.
In his underwear?
Not lying. Taking a bath in the drinking fountain. He's just in his underwear, just splashing water all over his body and cleaning himself up.
A drinking fountain or a fountain like
No, just a drink.
big...
No, a drinking fountain.
A little drinking fountain.
That fountain that thousands of people drank water out of today, yes. And probably after the guy was done, yes.
Youch.
But at least the tour buses are getting smart. They're starting to stop in front of all this.
That's what people want to see.
There was a tour bus, just completely stopped, and all the tourists were with their cameras taking pictures of this guy taking a bath in the drinking fountain. I'm like, great, they're getting wise finally in this city. Who wants to see the stupid diner from Seinfeld? Let's move on to the real stuff that's going on in this city.
The back roads.
Right. And then I'm at lunch with Joe from Comedy Central, and we're hanging out. We got a window seat. There was a nurse wheeling this old lady past the window. She had to be 97 years old. I guess, she was taking her for her, lovely afternoon stroll.
Sure, get a little sun.
It was a head on a pair of legs.
Oh, my God.
That's it.
Now, that's impossible.
I swear to you. She is so old that she's probably about 3'5" now.
Wow.
Completely crunched down. Has no business living. Personally, I think she's a life hog. I think her time is done years ago. It's like when you leave an apple out in August. In August for like 2 weeks, and it's all shriveled. That's what she was like. It's like, what could she possibly be doing to help out society in 1998?
Well, Opie, you have to have some compassion. The older people have lived their life, yes. Their best years are gone. But, we're a compassionate society where we have to take them in and take care of them until the day comes where you consider them life hogs.
There's life hogs out there. People that have no business living anymore. Time to move on.
Just breathing air.
Out with the old, in with the new. Move on. Yes. They're taking up space, taking up air, of course.
Wow, what a cruel man you are.
You ever try to find an apartment in New York?
Yeah, very hard.
Exactly.
People have to die.
Exactly. Get rid of a few of them, and then some of us would be living in some sweet penthouse suites.
My goodness.
Come on. She must have been something in, 1910.
A flapper.
A flapper. Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that sad when you look at some really, really old people and just go, wow, you know, they were living it.
Of course.
Back then in the 20s and 30s.
And we're all going to get there if we're lucky. But I'm going to check out way before 97. There's no reason to have some nurse, you know, strolling you around on 8th Avenue it was.
If I'm walking around with those polyester pants pulled up to my nipples and the belt and just put a slug behind the ear. Because I don't want to be like that, man.
And you'll have the wraparound sunglasses.
Yeah, those big, dark wraparound sunglasses, the Terminator sunglasses.
Right.
Or if I'm scooting around on a little rascal.
Right.
Yeah, here I am, driving down the road on my little rascal. Hello, could you get out of my way, please? I'm trying to cross the street. Excuse me. I'm a little rascal on my little rascal.
And your pants are pulled up to your nipples.
Oh.
You know, who needs that?
Or you start needing that cane with the training cane on it. What's a cane isn't enough. Now you need the 4 prongs on the end of it for a little stability. Or the walker with the wheels.
The wheels, right.
Defeats the purpose of a walker.
Of course. So.
Sad. It is sad.
They're life hogs. All right?
Well,
that's our opinion, of course.
I mean, it's your opinion, Opie. I was just commenting on things I've seen. I'm not saying that old people should die.
Well,
they just happen to.
I'm not saying old people, but people that are very, very, very old. What's the point?
There are plenty of old people living very productive lives into their 80s and 90s.
I have no problem with those people.
And there are other people that look like a head with legs.
Exactly.
As you've said.
Exactly. 1027 WNEW, where rock lives on 2 for Tuesday. Rush closer to the heart and the spirit of radio. The Who from Quadrophenia, Bellboy, and Bargain from Who's Next. It's Opie and Anthony in a great mood. The show is flying. People are into it.
For now.
What happened?
There's a woman on the phone, man. You ticked her off.
What did I do?
You can't get on the radio and say old people are life hogs. You can't say that an old woman that you saw in a wheelchair looked like a head with legs without thinking somebody's going to call and be angry with you.
I saw a lady, and all she had was a head and legs left. She was about 98 years old. There are very productive elderly people out there.
Don't backpedal now. This woman's
And then there
mad.
are others that, you know, their better days are way behind them. Why are they living still? Life hogs.
Maybe she misunderstood you then. But she's angry, and she's on line 4.
Well, who does she want to talk to?
I guess the management.
Well, make believe you're the management then.
NEW, can we help you?
Hi. I just have a comment to say.
Yes.
I've been a loyal listener to your station for many years.
Yes.
Like the DJs, the music. And I just wanted to speak my mind that comment that DJ said on the old people was really disgusting.
Excuse me, which comment was that,
That
miss?
they were talking about the old people, how walking down the street she had no body, just a head and legs, and going on and on and on.
What did he mean by that? I don't understand.
He was really insulting the elderly people, calling them life hogs.
Life hogs?
Right.
Our DJs on the air actually said that an old person is a life hog.
Right, in a wheelchair, has no business living.
And said that an old person looked like a head with legs?
Right, as he was eating at a restaurant.
What do you think he meant by that?
I don't know.
I don't even get that.
He was insulting elderly people.
Like they shouldn't be a part of society.
Right.
Could you hold on a minute?
Sure.
I'm going to go and check this out. Hold on.
Sure, thank you. I got the manager on the phone of NEW. I said I was really insulted. I really am. That makes me sick. It makes me want to cry. Like to hear people say that. Do you think people have a choice to be in a wheelchair? They don't have a choice. And what do you think? Every person that 90 years old and older has to be in a wheelchair should commit suicide?
Hello, miss?
Yes.
Yes, I've transferred you into the on-air studio, and I want to confront our DJs with this because I didn't hear this.
Okay.
Opie?
Yeah.
What did he say, miss?
That, he was referring to an elderly people as life hogs in wheelchairs.
Life hogs, Opie?
Oh, I never said that. No, not at all.
No one said that?
Miss, he's saying that he didn't say that.
Well, someone said it.
I would never say something like that.
Well, someone said it. You already.
Did you say this, Opie?
No. I said that there should be a new sport where, you use old people in wheelchairs at bowling alleys to knock down the
that's
pins.
not true.
Yeah.
That's not true. Someone was saying how they were sitting down at a restaurant at a window seat, looking out the window, saying how you saw an old person, didn't even see the body, just a head and legs, and their lipods. Why should they even?
Yeah, no, I don't even eat at restaurants, so that couldn't have been me.
That's unacceptable. I have elderly grandparents, Opie, and if you think this is the way you're going to run your little radio show, you have another thing coming. We don't need our listeners being subject to trash talk like that.
Right.
Am I right, miss?
Yes, you are.
This is horrendous. We get this Opie and Anthony show in here like it's supposed to get ratings, and all they do is get on the air and talk about old people like that?
I think it's horrible.
That's preposterous, miss.
Okay.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, and we're getting to the bottom of this, and if we have to fire these two charlatans, we will.
An apology would be appropriate.
I have a better idea.
Yes.
Would you like to come in and personally spank these two?
That wouldn't be
Just
necessary.
wrap their butts red.
That wouldn't be necessary. I'm not that angry. I just wanted to speak my mind.
With maybe a horse crop or something.
No, that's okay.
Or maybe a Hot Wheels track.
No.
Those things hurt. You could do that, if you want.
That's okay. An apology.
Although these
suitable.
sick warp two would probably enjoy it.
Maybe by someone else.
Well, thank you for your complaint.
Okay.
We will get to the bottom of this, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A satisfied customer. Oh, man, the phones are going crazy. We'll go to them next. 102.7 WNEW, the Rock of New York. It's 2 for Tuesday. Wallflowers. We'll get it going here with Heroes. 102.7 WNEW, the Rock of New York. 2 for Tuesday with the Wallflowers, 6th Avenue, Heartache, and Heroes. Opie and Anthony.
Hey.
Well, it's only fair. Now there's somebody on the line that's mad at you.
What did I do?
Well, because you were bitching about how the city workers take so long to fill in potholes.
It took me an hour longer to get in here today because on the LIE there was a 3-foot wide pothole in the middle of the LIE, and it took them 4 hours to fill this thing. All I'm saying is it shouldn't take 4 hours to fill a pothole.
Oh, this guy on the phone says it should take 4 hours.
Get out of here.
John, what's your problem?
Let me explain something to you there. Now, I've been filling potholes with the city for the past 35 years.
Mm-hmm.
And in that time, I must have filled a good 5 or 6 potholes. I got to tell you here, it's not just dumping stuff in the hole.
Yeah?
Oh, no. There's a whole science to this here. You got to stand there. You got to study that hole. You have to romance that hole. You got to look into that hole and tell yourself, what kind of hole is this?
I guess that's what takes so long.
Let me explain something to you, Stu, there. Sometimes it's a square pothole. Then you got your pear-shaped potholes. Then you got a marquee pothole, a round pothole. There are a whole bunch of different kinds of potholes. I'll tell you, there's a Category 1 pothole. That's where some bum pissed in it. And you don't want to go and just fill up over that stuff. They get to the water table, that's a mess.
Right.
Now, there's also the Category 2 pothole.
What's that?
That's when some bum crapped in the pothole. You don't want to go filling up over that stuff. That's a real problem. That could cause trouble down the road, if you know what I mean.
I guess.
Okay? Did I straighten you guys out on this pothole business
We
or
are
what?
completely straightened out, thanks. The words of a professional.
Okay, very good then, boys. Carry on the good work.
And it looks like you just made $75 to talk to us today.
That's right. And I'm working on a pothole right now. I'm figuring to finish up about 4 a.m. We're still in the looking at it stage.
All right, get out of here. Suicide Blonde and Need You Tonight, 2 from In Excess on 2 for Tuesday, 102.7 WNEW, where rock lives. Opie and Anthony. We got someone on the line that actually wants to defend us.
What's this us stuff, white man?
Oh, well, there are people out there that hate you for the pothole comment, and there are people out there that hate me about my life hog comment. I just think some people, stay on the earth way too long.
Yeah, living life, and
they're not productive. They've outlived their grandchildren at this point.
Yes, thank you. I'm an elderly gentleman, please. Excuse me. I have to get my little rascal 3-wheel scooter through here. Excuse me, please. Could you help me? My battery's running out, and I can't get up the ramp at the corner of the roadway. I need a jump, please. and the sun is in my eyes, and I don't have my big, wide sunglasses like the Terminator wore.
Well, what's your name, sir?
They call my name's Bill.
They call my name's Bill.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Hi, Bill.
I have to get back to the home.
Bill, this is Manhattan. No one's going to help you if you're stuck on the side of the street.
Maybe a cab could push me.
No.
Would that work, please? Excuse me. Get out of my way, please. I have to get to my active lifestyle that I have now with my little rascals.
Are you taking Viagra? They call my name's Bill?
Yes, I take Viagra every day.
All right. Is it helping you out?
No, my prostate's the size of a pineapple.
Really?
It's not working too well for me.
No.
The wife loves it, though.
Why?
She's taking it.
Why?
I don't know. She just loves it. She like the taste. It's like chewables.
It's like chewables. Very good.
Thank you, please.
Okay.
Out of my way.
All right. Get
Now
out.
you have to go.
All
now.
right, bye-bye.
Thank you, please.
There he goes. They call my name's Bill, I guess his name is, or something like that. But, yeah, someone wants to defend us on the Life Hog comment.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Lots of love being on the new show.
Hey, thanks, man.
Listen, I've been listening to the station since it started, about 67, I think I was.
Really?
I'm 46. I'm living in Staten Island. I'm on vacation. I happen to be in the backyard with my son. I listen to your comments about the old people.
Yeah.
Well, my comment is I work for the government. I'll leave it just like that, in Brooklyn. And we have a person that's 84 years old that a few years ago they were doing what they call a reduction of force, which means the government unfortunately gets rid of some people.
Right.
And because of there's no age limit, at one point an 84-year-old woman that don't do jack almost took mine and a few other young people's job. So when you say they're life hogs, in some cases they are. And in some cases, if they're not productive, they should stay home and enjoy what life the good Lord gives them instead of sucking the life out of us young people that still got to support our families.
Wow, there you go. There you go.
See, we were having fun with this issue, and you actually came up with a good point.
Oh, no, it's a fact. Believe me, I'm not putting anybody down. There's some people that are in their 70s, 80s, God bless them, are very productive. But the people that just go to work that are productive because they're allowed to go to work and take away jobs from younger people that got to support families, they are what they call life-sucking hogs, as you were saying, in a roundabout way.
There you go, man. See?
Nothing else to say. Thank you.
Thank you. It's cool talking to you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
1027 WNEW, where rock lives. 2 for Tuesday. Aerosmith, same old song and dance. And Crazy. We'll send Crazy out to everyone stuck at the toll booths right now.
Ooh.
I think I'm finally giving in, and I'm going to get an easy pass.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got it. Those people are...
You got to sit there looking at them all driving by.
Well, you know, at first I thought the whole Easy Pass thing when I first came aboard was a scam.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a big scam. I'm not.
Why would you even think that?
I'm not falling for this because the city of New York actually doing something to help the fellow, citizens.
I was insane for a second when I said that.
Of course.
You're right.
That's exactly what I thought. I'm like, there's got to be more to this.
Right.
Why would they actually help us and make our drive home faster? Right?
Right.
So I'm like, no way. I'm gonna sit in line and I'm gonna pay the toll man.
Can't be that much longer, right?
Yeah.
In the Easy Pass?
Well, they're forcing everyone to get the Easy Pass because how many toll booths are available for, cash only right now?
1 or 2.
1 or 2, and how many lanes for Easy Pass?
All the rest.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't matter where you are. And I like how they change where the cash lanes are every few weeks.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, I'm coming over the Throgs Neck Bridge. All right, I know that the cash lanes are all to the right. So you squeeze all the way to the right, and you're like, oh, my God, it's Easy Pass. I got to get to the left. Whoa, now I'm the idiot that's trying to cut in from the Easy Pass lane. The guy you want to kill.
Right. And what about the dork that, assumes that the Easy Pass lane is just another lane that's going faster?
Yeah, this one's fast.
This is a real fast lane. I'll just go in here and pay the toll real fast.
Then they realize and try to cut in.
Yeah.
Oh, then it gets like the Road Warrior at that point. Right. You just want to start shooting at people. Yeah. Talk about road rage. You cannot get closer to the guy's bumper in front of you to try to tell the guy that's cutting in, you're not getting in here.
There's a science to that, too. Oh, I'm not letting this guy in. Oh, no.
Nope.
And they pull a little forward in front of you, and how far are you away from them as they're pulling away?
Oh,
like a half an inch.
Half an inch.
No. when a foot would do. You know, there's no way they're going to squeeze in either way.
But then when you're the other guy that's trying to get in,
and you know you made a legitimate mistake, and you just need someone to help you out,
you turn and you go, look at me!
Look at me!
Look at me! The guy's like looking straight ahead. I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at you. I am 2 inches from the bumper in front of me, and I'm not even going to glance at you, because if I make eye contact, I'm going to have to let you in. Right. So I'm not looking at you.
And you're trying to get in, you're beeping the horn, you're having your girlfriend show her boobs or something, anything to make them notice you so you get in there.
I'm the guy that's constantly talking to the people in other cars.
Yeah.
Hands, let me, look at this guy.
Right.
Would you look at this guy? Yeah. He thinks he's going to get, you're not getting in. You're not getting in. Get away. Don't let him in. Why are you letting him in? Look, would you look at this idiot letting him in? He cuts in front of everybody. We wait online. This jerk lets him in.
Yup.
You want to kill the guy that let him in.
So true, so true. Oh, I learned something about Easy Pass today, too.
What?
Did you know that they can handle 1,400 cars in an hour, the Easy Pass lanes?
Right.
And the man-made toll booths can handle 300 cars an hour.
Wow.
Time to get one of those passes.
I think it's time.
1027 WNEW, where rock lives. Brian Setzer with his old band, the Stray Cats, and Built for Speed, and the new one from the Brian Setzer Orchestra, Jump Jive and Wail. Tickets still available for the July 16th show.
Go get them.
Hammerstein Ballroom.
Gonna be good.
That's right, Hammerstein Ballroom.
Man, you hit a nerve with the Easy Pass.
You think? Oh, by the way, it's Opie and Anthony. We're having a good day today. A lot of people are starting to react to the show. That's what we're trying to build here, slowly but surely.
Yeah, when we're talking about something, feel free.
If it hits a nerve, you call in or just, throw us an email or a fax, and we'll get to you, definitely. What did that guy say that was on the phone?
Yeah, he was just on the phone, man. Joe from Jersey called up and said he agrees 100% about a pain in the butt it is when you're going through Easy Pass and somebody doesn't have Easy Pass. Right. It stops the whole lane up.
Of course.
Now, people are flying through this thing pretty good. You get on, line up your little aisle there, you get behind somebody, and the gate doesn't open.
Right.
And he says you should they should have a crew that just comes out and clubs the guy, just beats the tar out of the guy, and confiscates his vehicle.
Right.
For the state.
For just the one lousy mistake of getting in the Easy Pass lane when he shouldn't have been, huh?
Beat him. Maybe Giuliani could work on that.
You could get some of those construction workers from last week. I'm sure they're up for the job, right?
I'm sure.
Why not? Oh, I got to bring up something with you.
What?
Your favorite comedian of all time was on Letterman last night.
I know Adam Ferrara is my favorite comedian. He was not on Letterman. So who are you talking about?
Oh, Louie Anderson. I thought you liked Louie Anderson.
Shut up.
What?
No one likes Louie Anderson.
I thought you were a fan of Louie Anderson.
Oh, yeah, big fan. Louie Anderson. That has got to be... He was on Letterman?
Yeah.
He's got to be the most unfunny guy in the world.
Let me tell you something.
I don't know how he got to be under the label comedian.
Well, let me tell you something. I was watching. It was painful. The audience wasn't laughing. And I like to, torture myself, so I sat through it even though it sucked.
It's horrible. All he talks about is how he used to be abused.
Right.
My father. Yeah, let me tell you, growing up, my father was an alcoholic. He used to beat me all the time.
Oh, Louie, stop. You're killing me. Louie, that's hysterical.
Back in the schoolyard, I was fat, and I always getting beat up by the other kids.
Louie, stop. I'm cramping up over here. You're just hysterical. Talk more. Did any of your family die? That would be a great bit.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I sweat all the time.
Yeah, do some more self-deprecating fat humor.
If I didn't sweat, I'd explode.
Jesus. Don't forget about his alcoholic father.
It's always... my father was drunk all the time and used to beat me and my brothers and sisters. I couldn't run because I was so fat.
Is that comedy? The guy is constantly talking about how he was abused.
Right.
I'm sorry to hear about it, but where's the jokes?
And how did he get a cartoon? How did Louie Anderson get a cartoon?
A Saturday morning cartoon.
Right.
Life with Louie.
So now he could teach all the kids those life lessons.
Yeah, and if you've watched the cartoon, I've had to watch it.
Yeah.
Because I had to see what was going on here.
Right.
His father is in the cartoon.
The one that used to beat him and
My
drink and
drunken, alcoholic, abusive father who used to beat me about the head. My father.
And yeah, he's in it as this big, overbearing general character. So he couldn't even fake it for a cartoon. It's a kid's cartoon, Louie. You don't have to put your real-life horrors into a kiddie cartoon.
My cartoon father beats me. My cartoon friends beat me up in the schoolyard.
Then there's that I saw in the store.
Right.
Life with Louie. Louie Anderson SpaghettiOs.
Louie Anderson SpaghettiOs.
I swear to God, SpaghettiOs with a picture of Louie on it. Is anyone going to eat that?
I don't know.
Is anyone...
Yeah, it's fun shapes, like a fat kid getting whacked over the head by his drunken dad. Fun shapes. My father.
I'm not eating anything that comes out of Louie's can.
1027 WNEW, where rock lives. 2 for Tuesday with Bad Company. Ready for love. Oh, he's still going. Rock and roll fantasy before that. It's Opie and Anthony. What are you laughing at over there?
I'm laughing at some of the email.
Yeah, we set up this thing through the WNEW website where you could jot a message to us right here in the studio.
We get it instantaneously.
Yeah, you don't have to wait for us to get off the air and then, punch up our email and read all the hate mail that way. You could actually send your hate mail direct to us.
We can read it directly.
We can read it seconds after you hit send.
WNEW.com.
Right.
And you click on our pictures.
Yeah.
And the pictures is what they're talking about here in this one. Howie, Jason, and Amy.
Yeah.
Dad and the kids. Love the show. Well, thank you. But wonder why Opie is wearing an apron in his baby picture. And then it says, Tony. I got to straighten this out.
Yeah.
Anthony.
Yeah. Anthony doesn't like Tony.
I never liked Tony. Personally.
And I don't like Opie, but I'm stuck with it. It's not a goofy radio name like everyone thinks. I got the name when I was 12.
When you were 12.
And that baby picture, first of all, I was 4 years old. My mom was still dressing me. I had nothing to do with, putting my own clothes on yet.
That's a great look, man. You got this polka-dotted suspender apron thing going.
Hey, Mr. Velour, man.
I know. It says Tony. Is that a WNEW velour rock shirt? I don't know why, but I'm dressed like something from Rigel 7 on Star Trek.
You look like a Star Trek kid.
I know. My mother put me in this blue velour shirt.
Right.
Look like a mobster or something. John Gotti wear.
This guy shouldn't talk because we all have those pictures we're very embarrassed of.
Of course. Class pictures are the worst, too.
Yeah.
As you went through school.
Yeah.
And your parents line them up in the collage that goes in the hallway.
Right.
Like you in 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade with the, this was my bad hair year. Yeah, this one. Yeah, acne. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is good. Yeah, this is the one where I was wearing beads.
Yeah.
Decided beads was a good thing.
Oh, great. Here's my prom picture. The 3-piece suit with the bell bottoms. Great. Yeah.
Remember everyone got a comb?
Yeah.
On picture day?
Right.
I'm trying to tell you something.
So, the worst is, though, when they use your high school picture.
Yeah.
When you get arrested or something.
That's why I never had mine taken in high school.
Smart.
I ran anytime the photographer came in high school because I knew that's the picture they're going to use when you get in a fiery crash or you get arrested.
Or when you say the mayor's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that one too. I don't want that.
No.
I don't want that little tilted head smiling picture. You want a picture of you swilling a beer or something and going down in a blaze of glory.
It's like, how did the news stations get my high school picture, and why is it on the screen?
I must have done something.
It was just an April Fool's joke.
Horrible.
Little inside humor for y'all.
Oh, brother.
NEW.
A question about Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah.
You guys can answer it. Was he the first guy to use 2 hands up the neck of the guitar?
No, definitely not.
No, definitely not. Nick, you pick up. Come on. We got a bet going on in my office. Who was the first guy to do that?
Actually, Jimi Hendrix did that.
Jimi Hendrix.
Do we have both of you on the line?
Pick it up. All right, hey, go ahead. He's on the line now.
All right, now, what do you say, bud?
Sliding up and down the neck of the guitar with the 2 hands going back and forth up and down the neck of the guitar.
Eddie Van Halen was the first guy, yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi, you just dropped me. I had him.
No, it's Jimi Hendrix, man.
Oh, wait, I got the other guy said Jimi Hendrix. I thought Jimi Hendrix did that in like 1968.
He did. Everyone knows that. Get that other clown.
Hey, pick it up. Pick it up. Hi.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, man, everyone knows Eddie Van Halen invented that playing.
Thank you. Everybody knew that Eddie Van Halen was the first one to do that.
Dude, what is that guy?
You know what?
Obviously,
I don't even deserve to work for.
Obviously, it's Hendrix.
It's got to be Hendrix. Hendrix again.
Tell the guy it's Hendrix. Put him on the phone, that jerk. Get him on the phone.
Is the other guy on the line?
Pick it up, Nick. Right. Hold on, here it comes.
All right.
We got like 10 guys listening to this.
Are you on the line? All right, let's set everyone straight. It was obviously Eddie Van Halen.
Why do you keep doing that? Because he's being a dick.
It was Hendrix. Lots of requests coming in for Dave Matthews today. Let's do a twofer, huh? Crash Into Me. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York. It almost happened. The Rock of New York, 1027 WNEW. Two for Tuesday, Dave Matthews Band. Stay and Crash Into Me. It's Opie and Anthony.
Hey, man.
Your brother's on the phone.
Yeah, my brother Joe. What does he want? Tell him I'm broke.
Well, we got in that discussion, who was the first guitarist to use two hands up and down the neck?
Right, like Eddie Van Halen does.
Right.
And I thought Jimi Hendrix did it.
Right.
And there was an argument on the phone. We had a couple of guys who were betting each other. One said Jimi Hendrix did it. One said Van Halen did it. My brother pretty much knows everything about a guitar player, so he might be able to clear this up.
Joey.
Who was the first one to use double hand taps? Listen to me. Now listen to me. Listen carefully.
All right.
This is how it went. Jimi Hendrix never did that.
Never.
Not once. Never did it. Eddie Van Halen was the first one to bring it like out front, make it obvious what he was doing. But the first guy was one of Eddie Van Halen's very, very early influences, a jazz guitar player by the name of Django Reinhardt.
Oh my!
Django Reinhardt.
Django Reinhardt from the 20s. He was popular back in the 20s, and he was a gypsy from where the hell was he from? From like Yugoslavia or something. And he was a guitar player, and he had 3 fingers on his left hand. I you not, man. This is all for real. And he is listed as like one of Eddie Van Halen's biggest influences, Django Reinhardt.
If anyone ever asks again, we'll have to remember
Django Reinhardt. That's the guy.
Django Reinhardt.
Yep.
All right. Well, Joe cleared that up. Thanks.
So you can learn something on the Opie and Anthony show every afternoon from 3 to 7.
Yeah, real resume stuffer information there.
You want to learn about squids?
Squids.
I'm very fascinated about this. I was at Comedy Central today, hanging with my bud Joe, and he has this article up on his bulletin board from the USA Today. This is serious scientific stuff.
Not the Globe or the Wire.
None of the trash magazines. It was in USA Today, and I'm reading this thing, and I'm like fascinated.
All right.
So I decided to bring it in and share it with our fine listeners.
Little marine biology lesson.
Yes. For squids, mating is a shot in the dark. Listen to this. Scientists report that they have solved one of the mysteries of the deep sea, how the giant male squid mates with the female.
Oh, thank God my tax dollars are going to that. Thank God.
I know. You think you got it bad. Listen to this. This is a tale that proves fact is stranger than fiction. The giant male squid measures 45 feet long and would make calamari rings bigger than a tractor tire.
Wow.
All right, males and females live in a dark and solitary environment up to 3,000 feet below the ocean surface, okay? Scientists believe that encounters between these creatures, whether male or female, are chance and very, very infrequent, okay? But it seems that giant squid deal with the solitary lives by making the most of rare encounters with the opposite sex. They don't see them often, so they got to take advantage of the situation.
Sounds like my life back in the dating days.
Yeah, exactly.
Take what I could get.
What the male squid does to get its, his juice into the female.
Right.
The male uses an extremely muscular penis that is 3 feet long and functions like a rivet or nail gun.
Really?
Yeah.
This was in USA Today.
Yes. Nature had this design in mind for a purpose because, he doesn't see the females that often, so he uses like a rivet or a nail gun, okay?
All right.
That means the male, when passing a female like two ships in the night, quickly maneuvers to hammer its penis into the female's arms and injects its seed under hydraulic pressure.
Come on.
I swear to you. The female then stores the sperm in her skin until she spawns once and dies.
Sounds so romantic.
This is the cool part, though. Now, sometimes accidents occur in dark depths. Males have been found with similar, seed in them by a co-suitor with poor aim.
Not horrible.
And one male was found who may have literally shot himself in the foot. So there you go.
That could happen sometimes if you're walking down Christopher Street.
Exactly. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York. 2 for Tuesday with Foreigner. It's Opie. It's Anthony. It's Matt Devotee in the corner.
Hey, babe.
Happy anniversary, bud.
Thank you.
You don't look happy about it, though.
Oh, I'm very happy. I just went through the horror of trying to find the right card, though. 8 years with my wife, Laura. My lovely Laura. And, honey, if you're listening, shut the radio off. Because I don't want you to hear this.
What she's going to do now is she's going to turn it up.
I wait till, the day to go find a card.
Yeah.
And, any guy can relate to this. You go and you find this wall of cards, and it breaks down to, 3 basic categories. Honey, I'm an absolute loser, idiot pile of junk. I was a drooling moron until I met you, and you made something out of me. Now, I don't know who would buy that, but, they must buy them because they keep printing them.
Sure.
It's the guilt card.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you got the macho guy, dear sweetheart, of all the women I've had sex with, you're one of the best, which is it's really impressive to your wife. Right. Then I fell into the third category. The one with the poem that's so long and you don't know what it means by the time you're done. You know what I mean? It's so confusing and in depth, and nobody wants to admit that they don't get it.
Right.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
thank
how profound.
you.
That's really appropriate.
But that's a trap though, because 2 years ago there's a guy repoing my car. I'm going, what the heck? He goes, look, you signed it, man. It's right on there on that card. You've got to read the fine print. The heavens parted and God, the angels smeared cherubs all over the Baltic stage. You're like, what is this? So I pulled one of those out. You sign it, and I hope she's listening,
Yeah.
So I'll see you later.
I get an envelope first, and then just find a card that fits it. That's how I pick cards. The worst thing, do you ever have to pick out a card for your wife to get for someone else?
And while you're there, could you get a card for my father for his birthday?
Wait a minute.
Now I got to sit there and,
Dear Daddy, I love you so much. Oh, no, I got to bring this up to the counter.
And whatever it is, it's the wrong sentiment when you're done. You take it home. You say, this is wrong.
It's all plagiarism.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Sure.
Oh, this is so sweet. Yeah, I wrote it myself.
Oh, well. Well, you're up next, or?
Yeah.
You?
Yes, I am.
We never know who's following us these days.
Hold it, wait a minute. The DJ wheel.
Right, in the wheel.
Hey, Matt's up. Okay.
All right. Hey, it's Opie and Anthony. Thanks for checking us out today. We'll be on the radio again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Matt Devotee on your radio next to continue 2 for Tuesday. We got 2 here from the Talking Heads. We'll send this one out to Florida. 1027 WNEW, The Rock of New York.